Good morning, Coach. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you, man, and hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and also happy Thanksgiving vibes to all of our team members as well.
Welcome to RaceMob, where we've got training tips, running reviews, and inspirational stories. Check out our podcast, YouTube channel, Instagram account, or visit us at racemob.com. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you get notified when new videos go live. Happy Cyber Monday. I guess this is probably a big day for a lot of folks checking their Amazon, checking their Best Buy, checking their Walmart feeds, all of that. I know I've been looking at a lot of YouTube videos throughout the whole weekend trying to figure out what I'm going to buy for all of my relatives, all my friends, especially since it looks like we'll probably be virtual this year. We probably won't make our way down to Texas this year. And so need to figure out who can ship what to where and all of that stuff kind of in advance. I don't know. Are you doing a lot of shopping these days?
I am. You know, you already know the answer to that, man. And it's better to give than receive, but I've been receiving a lot recently. So I just took advantage of some of the Black Friday specials, some online specials, and reaping the benefits. Some of them are helping improve the RaceMob and Too Legit studio, so to speak, but also some very practical fitness gifts as well. Some to test out, and some we'll be sharing, in the near future as well. What's our fitness toolkit tips and suggestions? So, yes,
absolutely. So that's one thing that we're going to be working on here real hard in the next day or two, and we'll launch that. But just some ideas, some suggestions for the runner in your life, whether that's somebody who is a bit of a couch potato and wants to start getting into running. We've had one member that has gifted kind of the gift of running fundamentals, and Feroz, who we'll talk about, has started his running journey. Whether that person is a beginner runner looking to accomplish their 5K and needs a little bit of gear to help them, get started. That kind of Kickstarter guide, whether the person is an intermediate runner looking to accomplish their first marathon. And there's a lot of gear that's interesting for those folks that are kind of looking for longer distance that you don't really think about when you're out on, just a half hour or hour long run, but that you actually need for kind of those longer distances. Or whether they're like an advanced runner looking to really dial in their technique, really looking for every bit of advantage that they can, whether they want to get to Boston or, they're really a dedicated fitness enthusiast. We've got a lot of ideas for kind of each of those buckets, and we'll be launching a couple of new YouTube videos here real soon to help people along their path. So if you have an idea for a runner or a unique idea, please comment down below. Let us know if there's something unique that you've either received as a gift or want, or are thinking about gifting to another runner. We'd love to know your thoughts, your ideas, just so that we can make our list as complete as it can be. So go ahead and comment down below. That is our question of the day, and we're putting that here at the beginning. But what is your idea for a gift? Awesome. And with that, we did want to give a shout out to our Running Fundamentals crew, to Winnie and Feroz, who have just started their journey with us not too long ago and completed their first 5K here relatively early, and we're looking to help them along their journey with their improvements as well. So, fantastic. Give a shout out to them, huh?
Yeah, great job. Proud of them both, and more to come. I mean, it won't be too long before we'll have another official RaceMob 5K, and to see the growth from when they first started to that virtual 5K that's going to happen probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So it's good. You put in the work and see the growth, and again, as much of that is about running, we're also challenging them with some cross training and strength exercises as well that also benefit the overall running economy.
Yeah, which is fantastic. And I know that we're looking to add different types of strength workouts in there as well. We've got them doing push-ups, kind of upper body, midsection, great workout there. We've been working with Arena, Too Legit member who's starting her own PT practice as well. And so she's been helping guide us on great strength training exercises, especially for beginner runners. So we're adding those workouts in as well. Great things that you can do just while brushing your teeth, which is pretty interesting, pretty fantastic. So those are things that I'm going to start looking to, hey, you've got 2 minutes. Why not do a couple of side lunges, a couple of leg raises, a couple of things that are just meant to help you with some of the strengthening of some of your muscles. And so great thoughts there. I think we've also are looking to incorporate a couple of CrossFit-ish type workouts into some of the future weeks as well. So, Coach, you and I are chatting through how can we make break up some of the monotony of sometimes running, especially for beginner runners. Sometimes having a couple of different things to look forward to throughout the week will help challenge you as well as get you some better results. So some interesting things I think that we're looking at there. Awesome. Want to also give a shout out to those folks that are training for CIM. And you've got quite a crew. It's CIM. Wait, is CIM this weekend? Coming up?
Let's see. There are teams that are going to be running this weekend and the subsequent weekend, the 6th and the 12th of December. So yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, there's several team members who've been in a training block for the last 2+ months, starting out 10K all the way up to a 20 miler. And now we're in that taper mode where you're pulling back on the mileage and the body reset, and getting the body hungry for race day. You don't want to be in a state of cumulative fatigue going into a marathon. You want to feel fresh and hungry and pull back on the mileage. And that's something we'll talk more about. And it's built into a lot of our training plans as well. If you're training for a 5K, 10K, half marathon or marathon, that our RaceMob training plans takes that in consideration, giving the body a break, reducing the mileage, allowing the muscles to heal, still staying active, and being prime and ready on race day.
That is fantastic, and good luck to all of you guys. I hope we get some pictures. We will definitely be posting a ton of pictures from the event as you guys run through. And you guys are going up to Sacramento, right? Some of you guys?
A very small group will be making our way up to the Sacramento area and running the actual course. Then we have team members that will be running in the South Bay area in San Jose, California on the 12th. Again, a very small group, staggered start. We have to be mindful of the current state that we're in regards to coronavirus. So taking all of the necessary protocols, again, staggered starts. If you don't feel well, don't run. If you feel you've been exposed, don't come out. And certainly within your own respects, if you feel the need to be tested, then certainly do so. But just to be mindful and smart, especially during this time of heightened awareness and spread.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I know that our counties are moving back into the purple tier. There's even more restrictions that are happening these days. I know the 49ers are looking for a new place to even work out or practice or, whole games and those sorts of things. So definitely heightened sense of awareness, heightened sense of protocols. But, running is still one of those sports that you can socially distance. It's not a contact sport. And if you're following the proper precautions and everything, I think the county still says it's okay to go ahead and do so. So thank you so much, Coach, for listening to those protocols, understanding what is proper and keeping everybody safe. And really, really appreciate you for doing all of that.
I mean, we don't want to, find ourselves like our Southern California athletes that are now in a shelter in place for the most part. In parts of Southern California, in the LA County area, through the 20th or 21st of December. So again, let's all, be smart and do our part. Let's be smart and do our part to stop the spread. Mask up.
Yeah. And couldn't agree with you more. I mean, I think, there is such thing as COVID fatigue, but don't let it happen to you, right? Still be safe, be smart, um, do your part. And hey, vaccines are on the horizon. They're gonna come. They are, and it would be a shame to go this far and not do your part. So I know, yeah, I know a lot of us are still making sacrifices in order to stay safe. We didn't have our big Thanksgiving party this year that we normally do. And I know we've all made kind of a lot of sacrifices, but continue to do your part over the next few months and help stop the spread, slow the spread. I think it's really important. Awesome. Other announcements, other things that are going on behind the scenes. You're taking some new classes, isn't that right, Coach?
Yes, you can. You can never. There's always opportunity to continue your learning, continue your education, and that's what I'm doing. The more that I know and further my fitness awareness, health and wellness awareness, it benefits our Race Mob family and Too Legit family and extended running and fitness community. So I'll be taking a Chi running master class with a mentor of mine and good friend, Coach Ed Malley, this coming Saturday, the 5th of December in the South Bay at Almaden Lake Park. Coach Ed is a renowned running expert. He's been a philosopher of the Chi running method for many, many years. He's been a coach in the past, potentially, I think, at Santa Clara University. And just a wealth of knowledge. And I'm very grateful to participate and look forward to sharing that knowledge and paying it forward in the coming weeks and months.
And for those that don't know what Chi running is, it's a type of running form, or it's a teaching style to talk about a running form that I think I forget, maybe created in the 80s, that kind of combined a little bit of what we know about Tai Chi and running, in which we continue the flow, continue the momentum, don't try to break up, um, and I think there's something to do with that. I know I've watched a couple
Yes.
videos. I'm very
Yes.
I'm
You're
very
right.
curious. I'm going to
Yes.
be picking your brain
Yes. I
crazy
see a
when you come back
future
from this.
future
So.
pod or Race Mob YouTube content on this subject. Certainly, as we talk about running form, that's what really it is about. It's about running form and body mechanics, letting gravity work for you, looking at your muscular system and your skeleton system, and body positioning and foot strike, and how all those things work together. Leaning from the ankle, upper body arm movement, and mindset. And again, I look forward to the refresher, because I've taken these teachings before in the past, probably 7 or 8 years ago, and it's time to fine tune as we're looking at ways to really articulate the art of running. And we'll have other experts in the near future that we'll be engaging with and sharing their knowledge. Most recently, we had Coach Jay Ridgway with Pac West Endurance. And we'll have Kevin from, let's see, Competitive Edge Physical Therapy. Arena, who's helping us as well, who, as you mentioned, is starting her own physical therapy. Again, sharing the knowledge to make sure that you, our listeners and members of the Race Mob and Too Legit community, are having the most efficient and pleasant fitness journey by using good body mechanics, good practices, good recovery tips, good warm up tips that will keep you fresh into the future and healthy.
Yeah, and I think one thing just to point out is that there's not one style, one thing that works for everybody and every body type, and and we all kind of start from different, have different starting points. We all have different body types. We all have different, injury histories, different pain from different places, and even to get to the perfect running form, it will probably take a progression and several steps, and several, you have to strengthen certain muscles, you have to strengthen certain ligaments and tendons in order to get to where you want to go. So it's great that you're taking information from all these different sources, able to think through how does that benefit the person on the other end, and the more and more we get different people's running form in here and can analyze and help different people along the way, help them focus in on maybe one or two things that will help them in their journey, help them with either different exercises or different drills that can help them in some way or another. I think that'll just help all of us in general as we think about, hey, what's this little tweak that I can do? What's this little thing? And so for our audience who's listening, who's out there, submit your video for running form analysis. And our goal is to take one or two of these per week and kind of broadcast them out to our general RaceMob group so that you guys can see different aspects, different people's running forms, and kind of see if you also can train yourself to recognize, what might be deficiencies, what might be areas for improvement and all of that. And hopefully that as we kind of build this library of different running forms, different drills, kind of gain a wider understanding of how we can help each other improve and whatnot, I think it'll just help in the long run. So I'll include a link down below where you can submit your running form videos, and we will start picking a couple of these every week to show on our YouTube channel and break that down. So I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait to. Looking forward to it.
I can't. Yeah, and hopefully we'll get some before and afters too. Yeah. And we were just talking to a gentleman through the RaceMob community on Friday, and fantastic guy, Sam. So watch out for parts of that interview to come up. But retired Air Force, retired from the Air Force, 2 hip replacement surgeries, and started on a treadmill not too long ago, 2018. And just during the pandemic has started running and has dropped 120 pounds from 260 some pounds to now in 140 pound range.
Amazing.
Incredible, right?
Fantastic. Yeah.
5'5", I think he was saying 5'5". So he was 5'5", carrying 260 pounds, 40 something inch waist. And it just started, one step at a time. And the thing that brought so much joy to me was how much he said our podcasts, our interviews, those things have helped him in his journey. I think particularly he called out, Jake McCluskey's interview. He called out Jay Ridgway's interview on how he was having some shoulder impingement and was looking at, some upper body advice, and how those have helped him in the last couple of weeks. And that brought such a smile to my face of how he had found us. He's in Florida. He had found us, found the podcast. And so, can't be more excited to tell you guys a little bit about his story, share parts of that interview here, and just amazing guy. So fantastic stuff. Awesome. Coach, you want to talk about your nephew, Syon?
Man, this kid, this young man was recently a part of a feature story on CNN. He was on the Kelly Clarkson show a couple of weeks ago as well.
Wow.
Now a freshman in college, goes to school in San Francisco. And the story on CNN, it chronicles his sophomore through senior school years and a program where his high school would go to a state penitentiary. And there was a program where an English teacher would pick a book or books and read with the inmates, or what they call as Brothers in Blue. And it's a private Catholic school. And my nephew, my sister and brother-in-law, the tuition there was pretty expensive. And it got to a point where it became pretty tough to sustain that tuition. But due to the English teacher at my nephew's school and some of the inmates got together and on their limited earnings, they raised over $30,000 to help subsidize my nephew's tuition. And it chronicles that story. It's just a story of redemption, a story of accountability, of mentoring, a story of perspective. And Lisa Ling just did a fantastic job of narrating the story with so much raw emotion. And I couldn't be prouder of the piece itself. It's just fantastic. And there were some other very compelling stories above and beyond my nephew. In particular, a couple of inmates that have done some great things. One who got two master's degrees while being incarcerated and
Wow.
was really the catalyst for the scholarship fund by the inmates for my nephew, which is the first of its kind. So since then, nephew's been interviewed by CNN International and a couple other news affiliates. And just the story itself is very compelling. So, and he interviewed me yesterday as a part of a school project. I mean, he's a journalism major, and he said, "Hey, Uncle, I need to do a small piece on the impact of the pandemic on the running community." I'm like, "Sure."
Wow.
So we connected yesterday, and he asked some very good questions. But just, yeah, very proud of him overall. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to share.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll look around, see if we can find the link. Hopefully, CNN has a link somewhere. And that's amazing. That's incredible. I didn't realize
Yeah,
that there was going to be a full. Yeah.
yeah. I
Wow.
mean, I when I was watching, I was with family in Berkeley watching the episode yesterday, and I learned. I thought I knew the story pretty well, um, but I learned so much. I mean, my what a lot of people don't know is that Syon's parents, my sister and his father, my brother-in-law, my sister lost an eye as part of a it's a accident playing softball several years ago. She was struck in the eye and was lost the eye and never made any excuses. She just still is the most down to earth, charismatic, um, just a wonderful spirit. Her husband, Sai's father, um, last year had a heart transplant.
Wow.
So
Wow.
that backstory, and for this kid to still make the grades, athlete, he's playing Division II college basketball for the college he goes to in San Francisco. Um, Again, this says so much about the human spirit and what the brothers in blue did um, at the Soledad State Penitentiary on his behalf, the curriculum at Palma High School, just so many people playing a role in taking a concerted interest in his future. Just can't say enough good things about it. And again, his own story, his ability to navigate through life's adversity. Parents that had some very tough and significant health setbacks. Um, Again, the power of the human spirit. So something for all of us to learn from.
And I know you're probably being fairly modest. I think you've probably had a lot of impact on him. I know that when we asked for, people to talk about you as a coach, he was one of those people that said, Coach B has changed his life significantly, has improved his fitness, his attitude towards fitness. I guess you guys have gone running in all sorts of remote locations and probably have had several life conversations. So would I would hunch a guess, just knowing you, the person that you are, that you've had a significant influence on him and the person that he's become as well.
Thank you for that. But I think thank you. But I think it's the reverse, man. He's the impact that he's having on so many. He's this person in the spotlight here, and I'm just happy to be a part of his life journey and the resiliency of the human spirit. I can't emphasize that enough, and it's portrayed so well on so many unique stories within the episode. So if you happen to catch, it aired yesterday, CNN, and the Lisa Ling, "This Is Life," and just fantastic life stories. And we'll hopefully be able to find a link and share with our Race Mob family.
Awesome. Incredible. Cool. Well, with that, let's get to new members. I'll put new members here up on the screen. And let's get to birthdays as well. We got a very special birthday happening as well, and that's George. George. Hi, happy birthday, George.
Happy birthday, man.
Mr. President. I mean, fantastic human being, person, and continues to comment and share some of our content with his network, and just fantastic guy. So thank you, George. Thank you for contributing to our best virtual races. Know that you are still running, still keeping at it, still keeping active, and hope to just help support you and the RRCA in any way that we can coming up. So want to give a shout out to him, especially. Anybody else that you want to give a shout out to? B? We've got Michael, Luis, and Aya.
It's, tis the season to be jolly. So, if you're born around this time, are you getting shortchanged because your birthday's so close to Christmas? Or are you reaping the benefits? We're going to celebrate you. Happy birthday to all.
Fantastic. Cool. And then we've got the workout of the week. We've got Coach B had a 3-2-1 workout here. We've got a 3x200 meter, a progressive 800 meter. So this is just the kind of conglomerate of a lot of couple smaller workouts, right?
Yes.
A 4x50 meter, a 4x100 meter with push-ups in between, and a 400 meter recovery on the curves with a sprint down the straightaway. So I think this is a great, just like if you've got 30 to 40 minutes in the day, these are all targeting kind of different lengths, different strategies that you might encounter. I mean, man, half this group is running a marathon here this upcoming week. And so this is fantastic to see that they still want to push each other. It's not just like, hey, some easy recovery stuff here. So great workout throughout the week.
Thank you.
Have
awesome. Fun. Go get it.
Yeah.
Have
Go
fun.
get it.
Yep.
Go get it. Awesome. And with that, we might be changing the format here. I know we continue to change the format. We might be changing the format to best suit kind of our audience. Some of the things that we're looking to potentially do is more live stream type format or more of a community type atmosphere. So picking a time slot that works for people just again, so that this Monday meetup can be more of us getting to know each other, telling stories, sharing some stuff. So look for that. We may be asking for time slots that work best for you guys for more of a live stream format. And we might be taking some of the portions of this RaceMob Weekly and kind of creating separate posts or separate videos for them. So just looking for ways to better serve you guys that are out there. So definitely give us feedback with what works, what doesn't, and comment down below. Again, the question of the day was, what's a unique running gift that you have received that you loved or that you're thinking about gifting to other people? What's something unique that runners might love? And with that, I want to say thank you, Coach B. To all of our audience out there, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, hit the thumbs up if you like this type of content, and let us know how we can best serve you coming forward. So thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
Take care, team.